So I guess the big question is, how do you carry the momentum from the second half of the Minnesota game and have sustained momentum tonight against Philly?
Well, there's nothing like confidence, and there's nothing like feeling good when you play the game, right? So that's a big part of having momentum. Feeling good about yourself, which creates confidence and energy. But then you also have to make sure that you're even keel. You can't get too high, where you lose focus in the sense you're trying stuff that you shouldn't try. So it's a kind of a correlation. You're trying to keep it on an even keel. Like, I love the energy after a game that we won, but can we get back to playing the right way right away again? That's important for us, especially in our building.
Speaking of confidence, Rick, it seems as if over the last couple of games, on this road trip especially, Clayton Keller found another gear. Maybe he hit the wall a little bit. He's not used to playing this many games, but it seemed like he was pretty good in Winnipeg, and then he kicked it up another notch, made that real nice play late in the game to keep the zone for the game-tying goal. What have you seen?
Well, for me, he's been stopping on pucks like that. I think he's been. When he was struggling, he was going away from the pucks. And I don't know if that's mental fatigue. I thought against Minnesota he was excellent. He was stopping on pucks. He wanted the puck, and that's what he's at his best. The month of October, if you watch his game film, he had the puck all the time. He was around the net, and I think that's the sort of stuff that he has to continue to do, and it's hard to do for 82 games.
Speaking of being around the net, Nick Cousins gets rewarded. He seems to have a knack for being in on plays, and I thought we saw it the other night in Minnesota. Are you happy with his progress?
Yeah, since October till now, he's been one of the most improved players. He has a knack to when the team's not playing well, you stick him out there, and he kind of makes that one play, whether it's a pass or a hit or drawing a penalty. He's drawn a lot of penalties for us this year, too. I don't think people know that. He's drawn a lot of penalties because he's around the puck a lot. He's done a nice job. He's fit a nice role for us.
I'm going to talk a little bit about the Philadelphia Flyers and maybe paraphrase Elton John. You can't give Philadelphia any freedom here tonight, right? Because they've got a lot of guys that can certainly hurt you.
Yeah, it's an interesting team. I think they're a dangerous team. I think if they get in the playoffs, which they have a good chance, they're going to be a tough out. And the reason why is they got some highly skilled players. Giroux, Voracek, Couture's having a hell of a year. Those guys make the right plays at the right time. Obviously, you got some young defensemen, Provorov, Gosper, excellent, and then you got Simmons, one of the best power forwards in the league. So they got a lot of tools there. Dangerous team, and they play well on the road.
Final question: the status of Christian Fischer. We didn't see him the other night. What's his status for tonight?
He should be fine tonight. He was banged up, and we just want to give him an extra. He didn't practice that day before the St. Louis Minnesota game, so we gave him time off.